Refuge et Joueurs, aujourd'hui nous allons continuer notre campagne sur Expédition Rome. La dernière fois on avait conquéri tout l'Égypte, c'est bon. Et puis on parlera plus de Cléopâtre 7 je crois, ou 6, je sais plus. J'avais dit qu'on allait parler à tout le monde.
Is it time?
Hop. Bien sûr, ben voilà, direct. Allez hop, on est plus que des amis, hein?
You have your own obligations, I'm sure. Cineros has said you will need to take a husband now that Lucullus is dead. I will not tell you what to do or not to do. If you must marry someone for political reasons, it will not bother me. Give your hand to someone powerful, but make sure they understand. I've told you before, it is this idleness that bothers me. Can't we just quickly go in? I have things to do. I do have some personal matters to attend to. Of course, what's not to like?
Maintenant, tu m'étonnes qu'il a aimé, il a trouvé une moitié.
I know you are not entirely happy about being saved by Lurko. Do not worry though. Vengeance will be ours. Strike when the time is right. I'll take it easy. This campaign made me realize there is a lot to learn. And while Cineros is a great magister, it is impossible for him to teach me everything. But he said if he teaches me how to fish, my problems will be solved. Perhaps I misunderstood. I am already skilled at fishing. But Magister rarely turns out to be wrong, so I am intrigued.
Recent events are making me think about the way we're approaching our long-term problems. No matter what we do, our opponent seems to retain the upper hand. This is the second time he's accomplished the same trick. I think we now know the way he plays the game. We're clearly not playing by the same rules. It's for that we stop playing fair. Consider the Rubicon. No legatus is allowed to keep their command inside the Pomerium. The Legion shall always disband here, beyond these predefined borders. So it is written, so it shall be done. Of course, because the law threatens obliteration, everyone obeys it, and everyone expects it to be obeyed. That makes us predictable. This is how Loco always wins. He knows what our possible moves are, so he prepares himself accordingly. He plans for both outcomes and controls the result either way. Now, consider the results of a commander crossing the Rubicon with his legion, ignoring the ancient law, and that no one would expect something like that. Loco exploits our adherence. It would be wise to think about such matters. However, my frail bones are in dire need of warm water and a well-executed massage. But I also have an interesting meeting. Indeed, a lady who allegedly knows the solution to the one formula of Pythagoras. The one formula. The solution to all that was, all there is, and all there ever will be.
C'est qu'en même moment tort, c'est limite impair, donc même si il touche pas à ma mère, ça va de soi.
A world of conditions and formulaic instructions.
Je veux savoir si tout va bien dans ces relations quand même.
I have little to lose. Egypt represents a clear victory. With Cleopatra out of the picture, the Senate can surely be persuaded to grant rulership of the area to you. I do think he will try to present our victory as his, thereby solidifying his claim for consulship. It is unlikely they would let him have Egypt, though.
Do not worry. I will not ask to live with you again this time. There is important thing I must do anyway. I think I will never feel at home anywhere. Home is with family, and my family has lost me. I will find one. That is nothing to worry about anymore. If it is possible, I will come. If I don't see you again, then thank you.
Ah. Oh.
Let's get this over with. Where to even start? I served with Lucullus for the majority of my life. In a way, he turned me into the man I am today. What did I do in return? We could not even avenge him properly. So funny how I end up disappointed. It's a cycle, isn't it? I remember my father once telling me good guys never win. Never wanted to believe that. I know, it's just... life seems to have nothing but shit in store for me recently. It certainly ended better than it started. It's a shame the Queen did not survive. Nevertheless, I wish we were able to save Lucullus. If only we had departed. You're probably right. Still, probably. But not for the reasons you might think. You think I'll go there and drink myself into a torpor? Let's just say I have an outstanding debt.
Hop, on a parlé à tout le monde. On a accepté la mission. On va juste parler à lui. L'autre avec son pompon violet très sexy.
Time to disband, Legate? You will always be a warrior at heart. Now it's time to be a citizen.
Normal. Je suis une femme, c'est normal. On va essayer de faire les missions additionnelles cette fois.
Good morning, Domina. You spent longer than usual getting ready today. Funerals are awkward and uncomfortable for everyone involved. Fortunately, there are a lot of mundane, everyday tasks for you to take care of today. We have some outstanding debts. There's the issue of inheritance. The kitchen needs to know what you wish to eat today.
On peut pas mettre d'enregistrement à cette époque, hein, dans les
Finally, the
tombes.
wine you have ordered has arrived. It is boar season. We should buy a few and keep them in stock. Flavius says the mussel harvest was pretty good too, if you fancy seafood. Last but not least, I can order a variety of fruits for you. It will prove to be a good investment. The mourners, they require their due payment. Additionally, one of them has severely injured herself during the funeral. She is in need of medical attention. As you wish. A slight understatement.
Pas grave.
His library and his 2 summer villas belong to you now. But the rights need to be officially transferred, and therein we run into some problems. Despite your station as the owner of this villa and as a temporary head of this family, you can't acquire additional property. Lucullus anticipated this and left everything to your husband. You may want to change that. Having a husband would eliminate a lot of potential problems. A pragmatic approach could perhaps serve you better in this case. Indeed? I was wondering about that. I assumed you were sampling the competition. Well, they have brought it to the study. We shall inspect the item. Perhaps it was intended for someone else. I'll bring a generous amount to give us some room for negotiation.
Hop. Oui, mon amour. Il en a parlé en plus. Hein. J'arrive vraiment pas à me diriger. Ah, ça c'est ma sœur. C'est Marcus. Et où Bartas? Oh, c'est chez moi. Là?
Our personal supply of Minerva's wisdom is almost depleted. Shall I send for a few more barrels from the vineyard? If they have any left, it is becoming a rare commodity these days.
We still have some reserved for this household, I believe. I'll ask them.
J'ai tellement d'hommes comme ça dans ma villa.
Excuse me.
Is everything well, dear?
Ah non, c'est ma mère. Ça.
If you intend to purchase me, you should know you would not be the first person to try and fail. The wine is priceless, a genuine recipe of Mago. The only fitting gift I could think of on short notice. You are a bit literal-minded, I must say. I do owe you an explanation. Well, Legate, or should I call you Legateur? Words have power. That which doesn't have a name fades quickly into obscurity. I've come to visit you out of curiosity. There is form and procedure to be observed first. Hence this introduction.
Il va me proposer.
Your reputation preceded your arrival in Rome.
Bartas, il est même pas jaloux, c'est ça le pire. Tu peux te marier avec quelqu'un, hein, politiquement.
Candidate for senatorship, some said, while others saw you as a potential foe. None expected you to be a woman. In that way, and others. Shall we talk in a more private setting? I'm rather tired of standing around. My intention is to talk, to get to know you a bit, and then maybe come forward with an offer.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Being a senator, I'm used to both kinds of venom, of the tongue and of the food.
Je t'aurais prévenu.
Humor and honesty. How refreshing. May I ask you a question? It would not. But you should still like to ask first. Why do you do all of this? Your personal problems were solved after the Asia campaign. Why risk everything again in Africa? You could have stayed home.
Oh là là.
Yet Rome did not actually send you to Africa. A bold claim. And after all of this is done, what would you like to do ideally? Surely you jest.
Oui, je plaisante.
I will not mince my words. This is a man's world, but I believe that can prove to be an advantage for you. I'm pretty sure many people had their own assumptions based on their rigid minds and thoughts. Yet you have changed the expected course of events. It is intriguing. I can't even begin to guess how many secrets you're still keeping.
Oh, ah, c'est très tendancieux.
Assumptions are dangerous. They tend to mislead people. I'm very much interested in finding out more about you. That is unfortunate. I apologize. This was meant to be more than a simple political discussion. Clearly, you do not enjoy my company. I will be a burden to you no longer. Wally.
C'est bon. Oh, il est hors de question. Est-ce que je pourrais sortir chez moi? Non. Signor!
We are being summoned to appear at the court. You have committed a criminal offense, or so they claim. Both things can be true. Our actions sometimes cause harm to society, yet we may be unaware. Or perhaps you're being wrongfully accused. Only one way to find out. If we want to defend ourselves, certainly. To be technical, they cannot reach a decision in our absence. But lately, they have started interpreting silence as acceptance. I say it is best to be on the safe side. Someone must have suffered because of something you did. Frankly, there's no way to know unless we visit the magistrate. It is best not to ignore these things. The court may think of your silence as an acceptance of guilt. If you find yourself near the forum, you should talk to the magistrate. I will meet you there. Despite all of our efforts, he did really position himself well politically. I would not be surprised to see him become a consul soon. Those who have great ambitions can't often hide it, but when they do, those ambitions... It is irrelevant. A relationship with Cato could only serve you well. If you want to remain in the political game, you need a husband. Let me rephrase. You need a powerful and influential husband. Domina.
Do you need me?
Maman, obligée de me marier. Oui.
It really is a shame you and Cato could not come to an arrangement. He's such a fine young man. Don't go getting yourself married to some rough legionarius, you hear? Of course not, dear. But I beg you, just consider the standing. Of course, dear. Is there anything I can...
Parce que je voudrais bien partir, moi. Faire les missions secondaires. Là, c'est bon. Là, j'ai personne à parler. Et où mon petit partout? Honte, sacrée ville, hein, on est d'accord. Avec Zeus, ceux-là, je crois. J'avais pas vu que j'avais un jardin ici. Ça, c'est Apollon. Ah, voilà. De toute façon, j'ai pas vraiment le choix. Et moi, je suis où? Ah, ok.
Hercules, what have you done? Silvius!
Je prends le pognon. Il avance. Bonjour.
Who are you? Why did you kill that man? No more blood needs to be spilled here. Please, just tell us what you want. That does not sound like something I would do. How long ago was this? We're just a group of regular citizens who gather regularly to enjoy the finer things in life. Nobody is hurt, I swear on you. The Senate has outlawed our gatherings, it's true, but only because they don't understand. They've given in to populist sentiment and slanderous rumors, that's all. Nothing we do here is wrong. Listen, I'm certain we can come to some sort of agreement. You are bereaved. Do you seek compensation? Get your hands off me! The bitch killed Silvius. She's mad. Stop her.
You want to try me too? I will kill you all if I must.
C'est de la chance. Hop là. J'aurais dû faire un pas de moi. C'est pas grave. De toute façon, ils sont tous à poil. Hop là.
Get the lictors. Get anyone.
En faisant ça, je suis sûre de le tuer.
We're nearly done. Go, get the last one.
Voilà, c'est fait. Facile.
Don't hurt me, please. I would never. Find your clothes and get out.
Prenez vos affaires et partez. Ah oui, ok, oui, bon bah là, oui, on comprend tout à fait leur sens de l'équilibre. Ah si je suis censurée, les gars, on voit quasi rien. Bon, on voit la forme, mais on voit quasi rien. S'il vous plaît. On a fouillé le repère. Oui, mais... Voilà. Terminer la quête 3e homme. Voilà. Allez, on va faire ça tranquillement. C'est pas moi. Voilà. Mission. Quête. Quête secondaire. On va aller au Marfait. Oh, qu'il est beau. Beau. J'ai même ma bouche qui a pas voulu fonctionner.
Did you hear? We have taken control of Egypt. I do house calls in the evening. Salve, legate. Well, you have purchased all my... you have purchased all...
Oui, bah oui, c'est vrai, je suis une femme. Je crois que je vais me faire arrêter. Non, même pas.
Thank you for coming. Hopefully this matter will be resolved quickly. An admirable quality fit for a true Roman. This is about your servus, Secundus. It seems that last night he got quite drunk. In his intoxicated state, he got into a fight. There's not much to say. The evidence is irrefutable. The other servus was severely injured, costing his dominus valuable labor. Furthermore, there are criminal charges. This kind of violence is not to be tolerated. The sentence for the first offense will be mandatory. In total, this means you will have to pay 200 denarii to the offended dominus and 100 denarii to the state. Do you contest this ruling?
This is ill-advised.
On what basis are you contesting the ruling? Well, it is a relevant question, actually. Witnesses claim there was a heated exchange and some distasteful claims about the profession of your mother. No matter what the reason is, there is loss of labor. Only private property. There's nothing to be gained by resisting legal institutions. Well spoken. You clearly have a good understanding of how the legal process works. Enough talking. My decision is made. You've made a good case, and your arguments are solid. I can't ignore the damage your service has caused, but you will receive a reduced sentence. This time.
Ok. Il est là, mais il faut que j'aille à la villa. Je peux pas lui parler. Autant aller à la villa et lui dire. C'est complètement débile. J'allais dire qu'on a une toupou. Toupou, toupou. Non, rien à voir. C'est vieux.
I've taken care of the payment. There's just one more matter we need to address. Secundus himself. An interesting decision. I will see to it that he's trained properly.
Avez-nous? Non, nous avons plus de quête. De merde, non, ça. Mère. Je vais me marier.
Is everything well, dear?
Je t'aime pas, je fais ça politiquement. Goal. Acte 3. Plusieurs années passent sans accident. Je commence à être une vieille fille.
Another round? On me. I insist. Accept it as an expression of my eternal gratitude. There you go. Be careful though. That wine is sneakier than Calendar. Looks sweet, but hits you when you least expect.
Whose wine did you say this was?
A Carthaginian called Margot wrote it down in his book of recipes. Fantastic stuff. Never knew dry raisins could be this exciting. Indeed, and why not? You know me well, it seems. There will always be another war to join. One thing is for certain, though. I will not don my armor again until Vitellius Lurco is no longer consul. I would never fight for that man.
In hindsight, we should have seen it coming. He wasn't exactly hiding his intent.
It is his kind of place, all right. And this is his kind of wine.
To Dominus Lucullus.
To Lucullus. You think so? Well, it has been some time since the last war. Drink and leisure had another kind of weight on your shoulders.
Or your belly.
What was that?
Something serious seems to be happening outside. We'd better take a look.
Let me grab my sword.
Oh. Vous débrouillez?
Gauls are attacking Rome. But that's suicidal.
Domina, your mother may be in danger. We should check on her. As you wish.
I'll go get my plane.
Get out of the street! They're killing everyone!
They're coming this way! Run!
Where is my head? Oh, the gods!
La vache. Échappez-vous du marché. Et c'est par où? C'est par là. Et je n'ai que de chi. Pas d'armes. Dommage. Ah, c'est normal, je suis une femme. Désolée, bretteuse. Voilà, on va essayer de passer par là. De toute façon, on s'en doutait que... Ouais, j'ai bien fait de passer à gauche.
I should move through that path and surprise them.
L'huile. J'ai jamais rien compris aux guerres. Pourquoi attaquer les civils? C'est bête. À ceux qui peuvent pas se défendre, c'est surtout ça. Ceux qui se défendent avec un bâton, un truc, ok, je peux comprendre. Mais je comprends pas pourquoi faut-il forcément faire un carnage. Moi je suis pas... Hémorragie. 2 tours, c'est ça? Oh, la décapitation! On va laisser tuer les civils. Hop là, le soignant. Le soignant. Le feu. Oh, vous êtes vache. Mais comment vous passez? Pied. Se brûler. l'idée que... Si, je prenne la cruche là-haut quand même. Et il a de la chance. Il a rien dit. Les deux derrière, là, ils sont là. Et moi, ils me protègent.
The Romans scatter before us like headless chickens.
Ah non! Pourquoi tu soignes un civil? Ah ça y est, eux ils bougent.
Get anyone! You're a dangerous woman!
Ah. Attrape. J'en profite. Hein. À travers la fenêtre, bien. Oh. Voilà, là je suis d'accord, soigne-le.
City down. We should flee to Ostia. I heard they killed everyone in Ostia. It's too late.
Un marathon, ça reste une compétence que j'adore. Mère. On va rester là. Et
You made it. I've brought the others.
We cut a way through the barbarians. None shall stand in our way.
This Service is alive. Domina! The barbarians are looking for Domina Claudiana. I told them you weren't here.
At least 4. They came out of nowhere. I saw her stab one of the barbarians in the eye. Run towards the cellar. I don't know. My knowledge of their language is limited. They were talking about their Patronus at one point, but I could not catch his name.
What if they're not randomly attacking one villa? What if they were sent to take out your family?
Sent by who?
We have seen our enemies do...
She was in the study when they came.
Which is where your sister went to protect your mother, probably.
Don't worry. We'll save them.
Là, oui. Est-ce qu'on peut fouiller les cadavres? Bah oui! Fouillons les cadavres. La pelle! Là, il faut vraiment qu'on fouille. Qu'on puisse en moins s'équiper. Je peux pas. T'as ton arc. Attends. Je peux pas. Je peux pas. Prends la pelle. Bah, qu'est-ce que tu veux? Bang. Bang. Bang, bang. Oh, c'est fort. Voilà. Puis moi, on va monter mes concentrations parce que je fais que ça. Voilà, voilà. Les cadavres. On récupère les cadavres. T'attendras, mère, hein. Ah. Ouais, couteau de cuisine. Voilà, comme ça j'ai mes 2 armes. Après, j'ai envie. Ouais. Personne peut. Ouais, ok. J'aime pas. Oui, je fouille pour avoir les cadavres. Je crois qu'il y en avait un là. Merde, c'est bon, il n'y a plus de cadavres. Non, pas ma mère. Oh, j'ai ma sœur, mais...
Domina.
Cowards! Face me!
Maman! Par contre, oui, c'est mieux. C'est parti.
Your father was right to teach you how to fight.
pelle. Je crois pas, ma soeur.
Whoever takes the most helmets today shall dine at my long table.
This will not work if we attack them head on. Let me circle back.
Tiens, beaucoup de pelle. Boing. Hop, au revoir.
That's the last one. Keep it slow and steady, people.
Attaque sournoise sans son dos.
The enemy is upon us. They are here to take your wives and enslave your children.
Boing. Allez, une petite chance. Le coup de poing.
Make way! Make way, I said! She lost a lot of blood. It does not look good. We need to keep her warm. She's fine. The screaming is good. It means she has enough life in her to be able to scream.
Don't worry about it. By the grace of Wester, they were not even in Rome.
Your mother will be well. Do not worry. As for Liwiana, you should rest. That's the best thing you can do now.
The Senate is bound to call a meeting. They'll surely declare war. We already have most of the team back together, except for one. Deianira is in the dungeon awaiting her execution. After this attack, I believe we may have the leverage we need to get her out of there. You should go and sort things out before you head to the Senate. We can't be sure we'll get another chance.
Ah, j'ai pas vu le cadavre là. Ouais, je pense pas que je sois passé par là. Mais si, je suis passé par là, c'est l'entrée. Oui. De toute façon là, soit j'y arrive ou soit j'y arrive pas. Déjà, il faut pas oublier que là, je porte une arme. C'est pas bien. Coucou, copine.
They finally let you in. Heard you had been trying to see me. It's good to see you too. You look well. More mature. I guess I have been here longer than I thought. No. Scellez was only one I came for. But it got away from me. He said they were there by own choice. I knew he lied. I thought I was saving them, but they looked at me with exact same fear in their eyes. I hoped this guilt I carry every day would fade when I had vengeance. But still, her name was Tusa. She was 2 years younger than me. She loved horses more than anything else, and they seemed to love her back. She was my best friend. We braided each other's hair and hunted rabbits. We were always competing together against our brothers, and we always won. You have done too much for me already. If you set me free, my black deeds will stick to your soul. I will not burden you with that. If I stay here and face my execution, maybe I will be redeemed in the eyes of the wise lord. You think it is like that? A merchant's scale where you can just put down good deeds to weigh up the bad? If only. What? Do you think you can see inside my mind? You think you understand me better than I understand myself? It is not the same. You bear no blame for those you lost. I do. I wanted to go to the Greek city. I wanted wine and spices and beautiful dresses. She was scared, but I told her I would keep her safe. I was eager and naive, and they exploited it. They lured us with pretty promises and tried to force themselves on us. We fought back. I killed one of them. Then Scellez killed Tusa. Every part of it, every single thing that led to her death was my fault.
Je cherche à...
I know what you say is true,
voilà.
But what I feel is different. It doesn't matter what you say, and you didn't even know her. There's no need to pretend you know anything about my god. I'm sorry. I know you mean well, but I must face my punishment. It is the only way to save my soul.
Tu viens.
You are on path towards greatness, my friend. May your step never falter.
Pas juste.
As per today's augury...
Orcus, take your auguries, Cicero. The Gauls attacked us. Here, in Rome. Do we really need the gods' opinions to decide on today's relatio?
Webius Vitellius Lurco, you will respect the Senate and its procedures.
Then the Senate must respect the people of Rome.
The Senate is the people of Rome.
Our most esteemed senators and officials seem very much alive to my eyes. The same cannot be said for the men and women who were slain in Ostia. My own poor sister-in-law lies dead at the hands of rampaging barbarians. I'm certain if her sister were allowed to speak out, she would not remain silent. In her place, I'd be outraged. I am outraged. Isn't it clear enough? For years, I've been talking about the possibility of an attack by Gauls. We've grown soft and too reliant on our supposedly higher civilization. Senators, Romans, we are the sons of wolves. We are proud as we should naturally be. But in our pride, we have grown docile and meek, allowing jackals to attack us without fear. They were laughing. With blood in their eyes, they've slaughtered our own wives and daughters. And what have we done since then? What are we doing now? Nothing. Nothing but endless debates and discussions. I say the time for philosophers is past. Now is the time for warriors. I say we strike now. We shall encircle them like the wolves we are. I say we attack. What say you?
I say, cease your populist posturing, Vitellius Lurco. Senators, we are at the heart of our republic, discussing what's perhaps the most important relatio of this age. And you behave like hysterical...
And you behave like a spoiled child who's trying to wear his father's sandals.
Do not test me, Vitellius Lurco. Speak out of turn again, and I shall see you dragged in chains right into the closest dungeon.
Watch and know your words, Cicero. You are speaking to a consul of Rome and the representative of its people.
You are as well. I hold the Imperium. I alone can determine the course of this discussion. Nothing happens without my consent. That is why...
And maybe that's why this needs to change.
What?
Citizens, friends, I apologize for my outburst, and I apologize to you, Cicero. I was out of turn indeed.
I'm not sure what you're playing.
It's my frustration talking, even though I am your co-consul and still new to this world of politics. You are a man of words, Cicero. I believe this crisis we're in requires a man of action. For this reason, I propose, with great humility, that this Senate should consider electing me as dictator until this situation ends.
On va s'arrêter là, on fera les autres discussions juste après. Donc je vous dis à la semaine prochaine pour la suite de Expédition.